small, medium, big. This is all about units of measurement. We'll explore the differences in the measurement of the everything. We've got a board game as I play, designed by yours truly. Let's get started. It's board time. The SI units, which you can see in this picture, are kg for kilogram, m for meter, second, ampere, kelvin, mole, and candela. You can see all the stuff here. And then prefixes. A prefix is a symbol or a word denoting how much you want to multiply or divide something by. Some prefixes are kilo multiplied by 1,000, as in kilometer, 1,000 meters. Milli, divide by 1,000, as in millisecond, 1,000th of a second. Gibi, and that's a binary prefix, multiplied by this number, which I'm sure you probably would be able to read. And then giga, multiplied by 1 billion, which is almost the same as this number. There are different types of prefix, like decimal, 1,000 to the power of blah. Binary, 1,024 to the power of blah. And metric, 10 to the power of blah. Prefixes are used for everything. Sometimes even like kiloseconds are used. I mean, normal people just say like minutes, but kiloseconds, I guess. Biggest and smallest. Animal. The largest animal is the blue whale, 33 meters. The smallest is the myxozoa, which is impossible to pronounce, and it's 20 micrometers. Micro is 1 million, so you take a meter, divide it up into a million, and then take 20 of those. That's the size of the smallest animal. And then planes. The Antonov An-225 Muya is 84 meters, and here you have a picture of the plane almost as large as this, carrying the space shuttle. And then the Bumblebee 2 is like 2.7 meters. That's like a bit more than that, but. And then sound on Earth and shockwave sound. The Tunguska asteroid explosion was like 300 to 315 decibels. That's so high it was heard like thousands of miles away. I'm not joking. And then the quietest, the anechoic chamber at Orfield Lab. This is an anechoic chamber. It's like anechoic means no sound or no echoes. Is minus 9.4 decibels. It's possible to have minus decibels. Then voltage, this which is just 32 million volts at the lab in Oak Ridge. And then current, 1 billion amps in a cosmic, amperes in a cosmic jet. Special or strange units. So magnetic field strength, Tesla and Weber, those are 2 units, and these pictures just show like the scientists the units are named after working. And then so that's Tesla, I think, Nikola Tesla. Then pressure, Pascal, so this is Blaise Pascal. And then electrical inductance, the Henry, yeah, weird name. And then this is Henry something, forgot what his last name was. And then the temperature, degree Fahrenheit, and this is Fahrenheit working. Then the length, some different things that you can read by yourself. And then the units like light nanosecond, which is the distance that light travels in a billionth of a second. And then some more. And then force is a Newton. And this is Isaac Newton doing the famous apple drop on his head experiment. It's playtime, and as I promised you in the teaser, I have a board game designed by yours truly. So in this board game, you roll a dice to move, You collect elements with different units of measurement, and then you can use those to battle monsters like Candela, the first monster. And then you have to go all the way and get this gem and flee before the others catch you and steal the gem from you. When you flee, then the others have to try and get out before the monsters go loose. And the link to a Google Slides with this board game and the rules, which you can print, is in the description below. And so, yeah. So, now it's time for 10 under 10. But hold on, I just realized something. Now I'm 10. So should we call it 10 under 10 around 10 or 12 under 12? Don't know. Anyways, another name for 1,000 kilograms or a ton is a megagram, because mega is a million. A million grams is 1,000 kilos is a ton. Metric ton. A megameter is 1,000 kilometers. Again, same principle. And I use it while drawing. Don't know why I added that. People actually use units like megasecond instead of using more sensible units like hours. No offense. And then there's also a unit called a kilowatt hour. You take that by, you have a kilowatt, that's 1,000 joules per second. A joule is a unit of energy. So if you use a joule per second, that's 1 watt. A kilowatt is 1,000 watts. Okay? And a kilowatt hour is kind of like a derived unit. It's what happens if it's the energy you use if you're using a kilowatt of energy for an hour. So you can have derived units like that. And then a hectoliter is 100 liters. That's a hecto is a metric prefix because it's a power of 10, but it's not a decimal prefix, don't get confused, which is the power of 1,000. The SI unit for angles isn't the degree, but the radian, which is just under 57.3 degrees. I think that's because pi radians or 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees or a circle. Yeah. And a giganum, giga is billion and annum is another name for years. So a giganum is a billion years. A calorie, like a calorie with a small c, is 4.2 joules. But a calorie is 4,200 because it's a capital C. The one with the capital C is also sometimes called a diet calorie or a kilocalorie. Instead of a small c. 1 micrometer is 1 micron, which is like a nickname for a micrometer. And 1 ångstrom, which is I think a Swedish unit, is equal to 0.1 nanometers. And that's the 10 under 10. Let's see what our magic resources cabinets cooked up for us today. And first up is the Everything You Need to Ace Science in One Big Fat Notebook. This book has stuff about science ranging from scientific investigation to outer space, the universe, and the solar system. And if you look here, then you can see that it says about prefixes, and then it says mnemonics. It has all these cool text features that make it really child-friendly and not just like a bunch of informative text. And so what else we have is Guinness World Records 2013. This is up there because as the Guinness World Records book, I know this one is a bit old, but as a Guinness World Record book, then it has lots of information about like So if I just take one, I don't know, like some largest building, then it'll tell you in a unit. It has to be in a unit. So you can learn a lot about units in here. And of course, there are a lot of pictures, which is cool.
Stop.
And now the time comes that I say farewell to you, and it's the end of this episode. So please subscribe and hit the notifications bell if you can. And here's a joke to leave you on a happy note. My favorite element is, on the periodic table, is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Or, in other words, are gone! And always, there's more information in the links below. And remember, you are never too young to